Hey everybody, it's been a wacky couple of weeks. The girls this is their second full week of school and turned into a really weird week with my husband being home quite a bit. So when that happens, I take advantage of getting to spend time with him. So my original intention was to really get into whatever my plans were going to be and whatever my routine was going to be. Found that was kind of far-fetched. As much as you can sit down and write something out on paper, what you can think of in your head doesn't always necessarily translate to real life. So just week by week, I'm really just focusing on what I'm doing and trying to develop a routine again like I had. That's when I find life goes very, very smoothly. And then as those routines develop just based on your natural patterns, you can start tweaking them and working with them. So for the past couple of weeks, I joined the local Y. I'm back into getting in the pool and swimming and doing yoga. And I did week 1 of Total Beast, base mode, just some total body work to just get back into some heavy weightlifting. And let me tell you, that just about killed me. It was when you go to sit down on the toilet, it hurts and it's not a natural movement, it's a slow movement. Getting in the pool, my shoulders, just a new movement they haven't done since pre-COVID. So like I said, it's just kind of been all over the place, just really trying to get moving and get an idea of what life looks like here, both kids in school. One thing that I have really honed in, and it is the base foundation of any healthy workout, nutrition, lifestyle, is sleep. My sleep pattern over the summer got bad. Stay up late, watching TV, eating junk, drinking some alcoholic beverages, and then sleeping in. Since my kids went back to school and we're in the country, so bus comes really early, my sleep patterns are getting right there back primo on track. Same kind of routine at night, getting up at the same time every morning. And it's nice because it's about the same time like clockwork every night. I can look, and that's when I start to get real sleepy, and it doesn't take much for me to zonk out once I hit that time. And like I said, that will make or break your sleep patterns and stress. So my kids in school full time helps with my stress levels. So like I said, I bounced around. I even did an AX1 workout, some a Total Beast week 1. Kind of got me thinking, recognizing I need to not necessarily start a program from start to finish, but I need a program to give me that structure. And then as always, I modify it and make my changes. I have referenced OSI multiple videos, multiple times, because I found really encompassed a lot of what I like. And as the program went on, I liked it more and more. Month 1, liked it. Month 2 is circuits, and you're focusing on more, a circuit that just targets one group of muscles. The problem with the month 2 for myself was there's a lot of cable work and adjusting weights within a circuit. My cable machine utilizes free weights rather than a pin mode. So switching weights around, it messes or it breaks that circuit up. Not saying I won't try it again, but I do recall that from my first go around with OSI. So I remember really liking month 3. I enjoy a German volume split training. I like to focus on one body group predominantly, maybe 2, and just pulverize it. And that way, you can keep lifting, heavy lifting all week long, rather than having those breaks that some people don't care for. Sometimes if you're really trying to get into a routine, day to day gets you in that flow. And then on top of it, I like the split. Today was chest and back. It's predominantly chest, and then a couple of moves at the end hits back for strength purposes, as he walks through the video of OSI. Month 3 was more for like hypertrophy, but and still incorporating strength, but where months 1 and 2 really focused on the strength. Month 3 makes that shift to more hypertrophy, little less on the strength component, but that's his explanation. So where it's predominantly chest, and then you'll hit strength for that back, then you'll go the end of the week and it flip-flops, back chest, where you'll hit that back and really focus on hypertrophy of the back and hit the chest strength with 2 moves at the end. But I also love within that one workout, you have multiple components, multiple strategies. So you'll have your straight sets, but those straight sets include drop sets. Then you'll have a superset. Then you'll notice in this workout, he calls them schools out. It's definitely strength, but strength utilizing my favorites, and ironically they're my favorites and I'm not very good at them, your push-ups and your pull-ups. So you're getting that body weight work in this workout. And then, as I said, your heavy weights. So that's my plan right now, is to follow up OSI month 3 and month 4, because I remember absolutely loving them, but in true me fashion, modifying and adding to my days, because OSI is strict heavy lifting and weights. So there's no mobility involved. There's no cardio, whether endurance or HIIT training. Or core. The first month has a little bit of core in it and some corrective moves, and then that's gone. That disappears. So as the weeks go on, I start to get a feel again for it and start making some adjustments and modifications to incorporate more of what's missing to make it an all-around program. And as time goes on, as routines start to develop and I kind of get into a better flow, my nutrition needs to be dialed in a little bit better as well. But as I said, I have no intention of jumping, diving in head first and trying to do everything at once. I just know that would overwhelm me. I kind of, as I said, really just self-reflect, watch your patterns develop, and then adjust those patterns bit by bit, and it develops into a much more solid routine and becomes much more tolerable for myself in small changes. And luckily, that none of this is for like a finish line, any sort of special event. It's just getting back to being a little less wiggly and jiggly and feeling a little better. So I will keep you guys up to date. I will see you next week. As I said, now I've got a plan. Now I know where I'm going. Month 3 OSI and how that goes and what kind of changes we make. One thing that was really neat, and this to everybody out there, super helpful today. I'm old school. Maybe that's why I like Old School Iron. I am old school, and I don't like to track with electronics in regards to the Athlean-X program. He does offer that where you can track within the program. I'm a notebook and pencil, pen kind of girl, and because of that, I was able to pull up or find my first go around with this program, this exact workout and all my weights were written down. And interestingly enough, for the most part, I used the exact same weights that I had listed, or I increased those weights. So I'm hoping, I don't know if that's, the extra, I don't know. Seems like it was a nice thing to recognize that I didn't have to significantly drop any weights. In fact, I had to increase them. So maybe it was just getting a little burnt out when I did this program originally. And I've had, obviously, where I've still continued to exercise, it just hasn't been too intense. Maybe a lot of recovery has happened. So I'm interested to see as this unfolds where my weights end up compared to what I had written down my first go round. So I will see you guys next week for the completion of week 1, month 3 of OSI.